So for this question, I think you have one fraction equals to one fraction, but note that there is a negative sign here. So this negative sign can make your working or your thinking process a bit challenging. So how do we manage this minus sign? Now in general, if you have say a over b, okay, so or for example 2 over 3, like if I were to put a minus sign, I mean this is just the same as the negative of like so-called 2 divided by 3, right? So it's also the same as, I mean, if I were to put negative 2 at the top, which is also, I mean, this is negative 2 divided by 3. That is also a negative 2 divided by 3. If I were to put the negative sign at the bottom, that is also 2 divided by negative 3, which is also negative 2 divided by 3. So what my point is, the negative sign can be outside, it can be on top, it can be below, but not both. If it's both, okay, it is not equals to this. Don't go and write. Don't go and write this. Don't go and write negative 2, negative 3. Okay, that's not true, because this is equals to positive 2 over 3. You take negative divided by negative, it is a positive term. Okay, so just be careful not to make this mistake. Okay, so the negative sign, what we might want to do is very simply, just in a very quick manner, bring the negative to the bottom. Okay, so just bring a negative on it. So you can see that all I'm doing, right, to manage this negative sign, I just subsume it into the denominator. Okay, you can bring it to the numerator as well, it doesn't matter. So you can see it now, I'm back in business. I have one fraction equals one fraction. From there, we cross multiply again. One term. Okay, green and green. Okay, now I put them together. Just writing down the blue terms first, are negative 2 multiplied by negative 2 plus x. That's on the left. On the right hand side, I have 3 multiplied by 3x minus 5. Okay, now negative 2 to negative 4, I have a positive 8. I'm just going to write 8. Negative 4 to positive x, that will give me a negative 4x. Okay, positive 3 to 3x, that will give me a 9x. Positive 3 to negative 5, that will give me a negative 15. Again, from here, we want to pack all the x on one side, we want to pack all the constant on the other side. Okay, so negative 4, 9. Best what I want to do is to pack. Maybe usually I'll bring the smaller guy to the bigger guy. So I'm going to bring 4x over. Right, so I add 4x on both sides. 9x plus 4x, that will give me 13x. Now minus 15 is not involved. I'm just going to write minus 15. Negative 4x, positive 4x cancel off, equals to 8. The next step, okay, I want to pack all my constants, so probably the negative 15 to go over, right? So very simple, add 15 to both sides. The moment I always reverse a negative with a plus, a minus with a plus, I reverse a plus with a minus, I reverse a times with a divide. So if I see a times 9 later, I'll divide by 9. Okay, if I see a divide 9, I will times 9. This will help me to so-called reverse it back to coefficient 1. So negative 15 plus 15, you can see that it cancels off. I get 13x on my right hand side. On my left hand side, positive 15 plus 8, I get 23. Okay, so I want x, I want the value of x. Again, I'm going to write the variable on the left hand side. So this is the same as 13x equals to 23. Okay, if 23 equals to 13x, swap 13x also equals to 23. The reason is because I want to write my variable on the left hand side. Okay, I want to write my variable on the left hand side. So it looks nicer, it looks nicer. Okay, but more presentable. Now, eventually, we want to get to the value of x. X equals to something, and this x has coefficient 1. So how do we get to coefficient 1? Now, simply divide by 13 on both sides. Divide by 13 on both sides. Now, your answer will just be equals to 23 over 13. All right? So, I mean, usually you leave the answer as an improper fraction. That is fine. Generally, that's what I prefer. Okay? Thank you.